Well, how's it hanging, everyone? It's your boy Big D here. It's time to review a movie that came out earlier here in 2015, and this movie stars Al Pacino, Jennifer Garner, Christopher Plummer, I believe his name is Christopher Plummer, very great actor, yes, Christopher Plummer, and Bobby Bobby Cannavale, the guy who came out in Ant-Man, Paul Rudd, his ex-wife, the girl, the guy who she was dating, him, yes, that guy. But most importantly, Al Pacino. Say hello to my little friend, all that, and Godfather, Gattaca, I believe that's the right one. Many other things, man. He's Al Pacino, or Dunkachino to some people. Anyway, this is a movie that came out and I wanted to see it in theaters. I don't even think it hit my theaters in February or March when it came out. Very disappointed by that. I'd love to see it in theaters, man. It's like an indie movie, and it's basically Al Pacino's a washed-up singer. He's been a singer for 40 years, and he's a good singer. David Duchovny sings also, man. He's not the greatest singer in the world, but it's hearable, and the words are awesome. And also here in this, it's very hearable, and the words are awesome for Al Pacino, which I guess I should just say the name already because it's above. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my non-spoiler review for Danny Collins. So Danny Collins, man, Al Pacino still got it. That he proves that he still has the talent, he still has the looks, he still has the love. Al Pacino never gets old, man. I could watch a whole day of Al Pacino movies, and this is every single movie. It's amazing, and I love this movie. As in, it's not like an A+ thing, but I love it where it proves Al Pacino again still has it, and he has the talent, and it'll never go away. He still has that power where you smile when you see him, and he just goes straight on to his character. And you don't see Al Pacino in this movie. You see that's Danny Collins, man. By literally 10 minutes into it, you think that's Danny Collins, and that's just the way it should be. The pros here first, obviously Al Pacino, his acting. You believe he's Danny Collins. Very well done by him. The music in here, I believe the song "Hey Baby No, What's Going On." I believe that's the one how it goes, but definitely it's one of his most famous songs, and just the way he sings and swings and puts the mic, and you feel like, damn, Al Pacino's a rock star. Danny Collins is the man. So he does have he's like a one-hit wonder basically, but he's been going on for 40 years, and he hasn't wrote a song in 40 years, so that's how it goes down. So the music in here, definitely, there's only 2 songs, that's a con. I'll get to the cons a little bit, but the music that he sings and the lyrics that he does, I love it. I love the style that he lives, his cars, that he drives Mercedes. And also, I love his style. Everything that he wears is so 70s-ish for sure. Danny's attitude and enthusiasm. He's a player, and man, when he talks to the ladies, you feel like, man, how do I get what he has? His enthusiasm, his style. Well, you can't. That's just Al Pacino in general, baby. The throwback photos, it shows Al Pacino when he's young, and they definitely do. It doesn't look Photoshop. It looks actually very well done, like throwback photos. There's a lot of throwback photos in here. Definitely awesome on that. Bobby Cannavale, he was awesome in this movie, and definitely he was one of the best parts of the movie, even though his character, he is Danny Collins' son in the movie. And just the way he portrays his character, you feel like, man, they kind of a messed up relationship with I'll get to the cons in a minute, with his wife. But seriously, just the way his character is portrayed, it definitely, at first it doesn't really have a meaning until later on you see the full picture. Christopher Plummer, man. I've seen him in a few movies. I really can't recall, but I know I've seen him in many movies before. And Christopher Plummer, man, he is awesome in this movie. He's like the manager of Danny Collins, and for sure, the way he portrays himself, and he's sober and drinks water, and just that Danny Collins saved his life, man. He's grateful, and I definitely love Christopher Plummer's performance, and it feels like him and Al Pacino have done many movies together. I almost feel like they have a great chemistry, and they did. It worked very well. Very funny movie. Danny Collins, so funny in this movie, and some other people in the movie that definitely make you laugh, but for sure Danny Collins He's a very comedic guy, and I laughed a lot during this movie. And the daughter, there's this daughter in here, Bobby Cannavale's daughter in the movie. She is so cute. She has like ADHD or something. She's like, yeah, I love the movies. And, yeah, like in Ant-Man when Paul Rudd gives the daughter like a gift, and she's like, I love it. It's just like so crazy and wild, and she can't stop, and she has to like breathe every now and then. I can't imagine a 20-year-old like that, just like, yes, I love it. Just like 4 times. So, that type of thing. But still, seriously, the daughter is funny and awesome and cute, and definitely, man, it's awesome. She's really cool. And Danny Collins is like, just the way Al Pacino works with her, great chemistry too with the little girl too. I mean, just the way he because he's the grandpa and everything, so why not? The cons, Josh Peck. Josh Peck is in this movie from Drake and Josh. Josh, the fat guy to the skinny guy, and this girl named Jamie or something. Like Danny was always like, get with her, man. Really, when you think about it, at the end of the movie, it was useless. Useless of those characters. Those characters were just a waste of screen time. Just to be honest. When you look at it wholly. There were basically 2 plots to the movie. Danny Collins, famous, needs to write another song, a new song, and then his son and his family trying to redeem himself for the years, because he's never met his son until now. So there's 2 plots, and that's kind of where you get lost. You thought this movie was Danny Collins trying to get back on top of his world here, man, top of his groove, and then he goes and his son gets involved, and then, there's that story there. And you kind of like, 2 plots sometimes are hard to get through. You just want to watch one of those plots, and you really want to see more Al Pacino singing. You want to see more of that. And literally, there's not much songs in here at all. There's only like 2 songs. The new song that he writes and the old song, Hey Baby Doll, What's Going On? And that's it. 2 songs. Why aren't there 5, 6, 7, 8? None of that, man. There's no other songs except those 2 songs. I'm very disappointed by that. And Jennifer Garner's character, she plays the wife of Bobby Cannavale. She was okay. I'm a fan of Jennifer Garner. I have no hate against her, but her character was it felt so written, and it felt like she was almost a slave to Bobby Cannavale. Like, she didn't have much of a say in anything. She just felt like she was scared of her husband, which she wasn't, but it just felt that way. Like, the whole movie, it's like she doesn't want to be in the relationship, and she's just kind of forced to. So that's how it felt, and that's how it came across for me. So it did kind of get annoying with her every now and then, but still, nothing against Jennifer Garner. It's just the writing of her character there kind of just felt a little bit off. But other than that, man, this movie is really, really good. I'm going to end up giving Danny Collins a solid B, an 8.40 out of a 10. It's a very good movie. And if you love Al Pacino, man, if you love singing, singing, if you want to see Al Pacino sing, man, definitely check out this movie. For sure. Is it worth watching? Yes. Definitely a rental, guys. Thanks again for watching. Hope all of you enjoyed my Fantastic Four review. Should be up. Danny Collins is a go. I put in the movie and I was like, God, make this one good, and it was good. I love the singing, even though not much songs, but Al Pacino himself and the cast is very well done. Christopher Plummer and the chemistry between all the cast, just in the general. You're gonna smile. You're gonna laugh. It's a fun ride for sure. May the Spock be with you always.